I request Radhika Ben also to please take your seat on the stage. Sister Anita also, please come over to the stage. आप भी आ जाइए. So we welcome them with a warm, big hand to all of them. So before that, we have already been appraised about Brahma Kumaris, what Brahma Kumaris is doing, our activities, and what is our strength. So to spread peace or to rejuvenate yourself with peace, it takes a long time. It is a process which requires knowledge and requires self-attention. So what this self-attention is, I think Sister Radhika will explain to us. We have our guests here, esteemed guests, our spiritual sisters. So I request our sisters to welcome them with bouquets and tilak. So it is a token of love, respect, where in spiritual terms we say it is giving of love, spreading vibrations of love and peace. So I request sisters to welcome them with bouquets and tilak. So what Brahma Kumaris is doing all these days, all these years, we have an IT wing, we have different wings, for 20 wings, and we have added one more wing called the Spark wing. And the IT wing is a special wing which caters to the needs of IT professionals. So we may be wondering what we are doing. The activities done in IT wing. So we cater to the IT professions leading to their requirements and needs. So with different courses. So welcome, sisters. So we have different courses which cater to their needs, and we all know the IT field has got great stress in itself. So we tag it with IT industry equal to stress industry, right? So I'm sure you all agree with me. So to bring down that stress and to uplift ourselves, to rejuvenate ourselves, to bring us into a new energy, a new realm of life. So we have different courses offered for the IT professionals. It could be in their industry or it could be in our premises, such as our headquarters in Bangalore, like Basangudi Center. We have beautiful retreat centers in Bangalore where we conduct these courses. It could be residential or it could be for a half a day or 1 day. So taking this session forward, so with a warm welcome, we also have a welcome dance by Kumari Aditi, so who will show us gestures and vibrations of welcome. So I request Kumari Aditi to present the welcome dance. Please come to the stage. So, Murugesh Bhai no ban. So Nagraj Bhai is owning and he's the chairperson of his own company, and then he leads many employees. And we give him a big hand, iPhone company, and then he is giving employment to many youngsters. So we need to really applaud his great task or job. So with him we have his eminent employees who are also helping him out in this task. So ज्योति जगाए
ज्योत जगे उस पार हो, जगत से ज्योत जगे उस पार, सूरज चांद के पार हो, जगत से ज्योत जगे उस पार।
Aditi. So now I request Ambika Benji, who is the director of Vivipuram and also the chairperson of Spark Wing. It's a very special wing in Brahmakumaris, a spiritual application and research center, and we conduct many research experiments in tie-up with many research organizations like DRDO, NIMANS and Kidwai. So since she's sharing this wing, she has got a vast experience in experiments on Raj Yoga meditation, on health, on different issues, and she also has got a great courage and got the capacity to really lead many sisters, and she is also leading many centers in Bangalore and Andhra Pradesh, more than 300, and being the director of Bangalore and Vivipuram zone, she also has got many other responsibilities of organizing such programs and inspiring many, many people. And she has been with the idol of peace, Dadi Hriday Pushpa, who was here in Karnataka, the first person from Mount Abu to spread peace here in South. And since she was there with her, she has also got a vast experience on how we can come back to ourselves, to rejuvenate ourselves with peace. So I request Ambika Benji to share her blessings on this occasion. Thank you.
Om Shanti. I request again, Om Shanti. See for some seconds, can you experience that peace? And can you stop a thought just for some seconds? Just try it. Silence the mind. Focus within. Stop your thoughts. So you all can really check within. Could I slow down the thoughts? Then for some seconds at least, I could stop the thoughts. Possible? It was possible? If not, then ask why. Because we are all masters, born kings. Human beings are born as a birds without chains. Is it? Then we find ourselves in chains. Why? Even after having such a education, position, possessing relatives, money and all the comforts, but still when we see inside within, somewhere we are pulled, we are stressed, we are pressurized, we are lost sometimes. Why? Why I am asking this today is rejuvenate yourself with peace. Then what is peace, and the method of being peaceful inside, our Adaraniya Benji, Radhika Ben will tell you. But before that, I really want to share with you the predictions, why we need to be peace within, maintain that peace within, why the reason. And you know, the health scientists do say that 90% of the diseases are psychosomatic because the peace within is not maintained, and balance of mind and body and the balance within, and where the mind, the emotions and our decisions are not being controlled, and which is really affecting the physical system. One is that, and another thing is whatever the unwanted things are happening around in the society, These things are really, it goes on, increase. Every year, every day, every month, these things are going on. So since from 1937, the Supreme Being, when he incarnated in the human media of Brahma, the predictions, whatever was told, I wish to share with you just as a caution that you should and must maintain the peace, harmony inside, and as an emergency tool, you need to meditate daily, taking time, however you are busy, no matter, but you have to take time for yourself. One thing. Why I am saying this, these 3 months, I am hearing the crimes happening on innocent people. I can tell 15 youth of 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. They were midnight, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. They were pulled by police from home and they were poor and they were just put to police station and they were put the allegation what they have not done, and the total gang who were total dacoits, robbers, they were left with money. This is what in the society is going on and on, and we are doing classes in Central Jail. There what I am hearing is 35% of the people are innocent who were pulled and put there with different crimes, and this is what is happening around us. You should know this. In a family, one son is pulled out, can 4 others can be peaceful? And if innocent child is being harassed, can the mother and the family be peaceful? Not. And unnecessary with the business class, money is pulled by politicians or anybody. Then can their family, if the honest family, can they be peaceful? No. Why I am telling this? The atmosphere goes on becoming peaceless with the pressures, with the exploitation, with the fear and with the violence. Then can others can be peaceful? Because a thought comes out of the brain that goes and hits the corner of the world and comes back with a double effect. So here I want to say Bhagavan watch on 37 afterwards, and in 69 and 72 and 73, God said through the human media of Brahma, बच्चे अंत में ऐसी परिस्थितियां आएगा जो जिनके पास पैसा है राजा लूटेंगे, मीन्स गवर्नमेंट लूटेगा जबरदस्ती, जिनके पास नहीं है उनको दूसरे आतंकों से, दूसरे पापों से, बलात्कार से उनको खींचा जाएगा, दुखी करेंगे. हर वर्ग दुखी होगा, इतना खतरनाक परिस्थिति होगा, और जीवन में सब कुछ होगा लेकिन आप खा नहीं पाएंगे, विषैली होगा. That time I used to think that ये कैसे हो सकता है, how can this happens? But now I am seeing whatever the pesticides and the chemicals are put and they go on add, then even though when we have everything we can't eat because we know that it is only a poison. So the situation is coming worse and worse and worse. Degradation of values is leading to crisis very fast. So I wish to tell that if we want to be peaceful within, we have to empower ourselves very powerfully and very fast. No time. It is December 18 finished, 19th onwards. You cannot expect anything good from society because few are honest, but the majority are that way, where the people रक्षक ही भक्षक बनता है तो कैसे आप शांति एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे. तो इसलिए now this is a time for us to spread the peace, to make ourselves peaceful, empower ourselves with all the spiritual powers and the values, where I wish to tell you that be careful of the people, the company and the contacts, where you have to be so sensible to choose and to have a choice and to communicate and to ensure your jo bhi len den, taking and giving, all these things should be very careful. This is what he said. So to maintain peace, spirituality is the main thing what we have to have a biggest tool in our hand, and the connection with the supreme source where I can draw the energy, draw the light and might to empower myself, to protect myself with all the positive energy and vibrate that energy to my own people, my own society, where I can help to strengthen them, to empower them and to guide their minds in a right way with a spiritual knowledge. So saying this, I will end my talk. So only so much I want to share today, the situations and what I am seeing and how the spirituality will help you, that our Adarniya Radhika Bain will really share, and she is very thorough and very powerful in this, and she will guide you. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Thank you, sister. Now we were eagerly waiting for what Ambika Benji would bless us with, and we have heard some very strong thoughts that she presented. So how can that be practical? Let us listen from our other divine sister, Radhika Benji. B.K. Radhika Ben is a dedicated Raj Yoga teacher for past 26 years, and she has her master's in psychology. She has conducted many training programs on various topics, including conflict resolution, lifestyle management, stress management, positive thinking, etc. in some of the major organizations. She was invited for sessions in Jet Airways, CII, IBM, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, L&T, Hero Motorcard across the country. She has been into many companies, and she has seen many professionals in different fields with many mental backgrounds. Because why we chose this topic today is, whatever it is, we need peace. So that is the craving of every person, because right from when we wake up, we have every 90 minutes there is a change in cycle. We have high waves and then we come down to very low waves after 90 minutes. When it is low waves, you lose your energy, you are restless and you feel low. All this, it is a common talk. No? And then if I have not rejuvenated myself in that cycle, so the cycle keeps on and on and on with low energy and low motivation, and it is a kind of deep vacuum, khalipan inside. So there are different methods. People say take a nature walk, because it is an involuntary attention which nature pulls ourselves to, because you listen to the singing of birds, the cool breeze. It is a natural attention, and that relieves you to some extent. It is involuntary attention. But what spirituality teaches us is, you are conscious about yourself, the situation that you are in, the people around you, what is their mindset towards the situation, what is your mindset towards the situation, and consciously how you can bring a solution, or it could be a great, samadhan for that situation. Keeping in mind that nobody is disturbed, I am also not disturbed within, and bringing that peace within ourselves and spreading the vibrations of peace, because this not only affects our emotion, but it also affects us physically. And that is why we heard Sister Ambika Benji saying that 80% of the diseases are psychosomatic, and it has just come as a thought and gone off. We have not paid that much of attention to what that saying really is. So with this empowerment, I think so, we can empower ourselves and our spiritual being, and emotionally and physically we can become more strong in spreading peace. saying, so I would request Sister Radhika Benji, who has come along from Hyderabad. She is in charge of Nagarjuna Center, which has got a very big company. So long ago, I heard about this company, and the chairman of that company, who was also associated with our organization, how we came into this organization. And she is in that organization center. I feel it is a great proud, proud to be there, proud to do service to those employees who are totally into a verge of transformation from within. So I request Sister Radhika Benji to take us over to this session to rejuvenate with peace. Radhika Benji.
Or conflict resolution. So very rarely I get a topic so positive. It starts off on a positive note. This has such a deep meaning, even though you just say rejuvenate, rejuvenate with peace. It automatically has that kind of understanding that you are actually peace. You can't regenerate something which you don't have. You can't revive it. You already have it. And for all you know, you are it. Like we usually mention, when people come to take the meditation course and we ask them, what is it that you want from this meditation course, and what is it that you would like to, benefit from, through meditation. Most of them, they say we really want to meditate, and of course we want peace and things like that, but at the same time, there's always a question in the mind, that we didn't try to meditate before because we think it's very difficult. Usually, peace and meditation are very correlated, very connected, and the kind of image that we have in meditation is like you're sitting in peace, disconnected from the world, and trying to find that kind of silence within. This is normally the kind of image that we create, or when we think of meditation or peace. But the thing is, meditation is something that I understand, which is so connected to peace, is about how to connect with the world in a more better and richer way. Disconnection itself is not peace. How am I able to be with everyone doing everything that I am supposed to do and which I am responsible for, but I am not losing peace within, because I am that. I can't be angry throughout the whole day even if I try, but that's not me. Nobody gets angry and says, oh, I think I should be, such a lovely feeling, I should be angry at least 2 to 3 times tomorrow. Nobody thinks that, because that's not you. Like, I remember there was this mother of Kumar Mangal Bilra, She was visiting Mount Abu, I think about 5 years ago, and she happened to be interacting with our senior sister, Yogini Ben from Mumbai, and she told her that I have this schedule made, what I'm going to do in Abu. I'll do everything here in your campus, but particularly during lunchtime, I'd like to meet an artist in Mount Abu. And I've seen his painting in Mumbai, and I bought it. So I would like some more work I want to do for him to do. So we fixed an appointment, we found him, he was somewhere in Mount Abu. And then that very day where she had to meet him, we came to know that he was hospitalized. He was not well. So we told the secretary, she was not there, we told her secretary that, I don't think Rajeshwari Ben can meet the artist today. She was quite perturbed, that particular secretary. She said, oh my God, what other plan do you have? What do you think she can do between 1 to 2 and this and that? And so many thoughts that she had. And so Rajeshwari Ben just walked in. And our senior sister, she went up and apologized to her that the plan is not taking off because she's not there, he's not there, he's hospitalized. So I'm really sorry about that change of plans. So immediately Rajeshri Ben said, please sister, you should not apologize for something like this. Please don't apologize. And she said, for many, many years, there is one principle that I've made it, very important for me as my foundation, and I've tried my best to keep it. And that principle is, nothing is more important than my state of my mind. Nothing is important. Everything else will settle. Everything will fall into its place eventually, if not today, tomorrow, maybe after some days. But I have to keep my peace with me and take care of my mind. If I take care of that, everything automatically is taken care of. I remember, I think when I was in college, they showed a video. It was more about insightful learning. It was not connected to what I'm speaking today, but I learned a lot from the little video. They show a chimpanzee sitting inside a cage. And this person who was doing this research and experiment, he kept a stick outside, kept a banana outside the cage and a stick inside the cage. And he put this video and he's, taping the whole thing, recording it. And the chimpanzee sees that banana, runs up to it, and he puts his hand out to take that banana, and it's kept so far that it can't reach it. So it tries a lot, and then it gets so frustrated that it starts running around the cage, beating its chest, because it wants the banana. And after a while, you observe, it's very surprisingly, the chimpanzee calms down and sits in a corner in peace, you would say, just sitting quietly, doing nothing. And after a while, it looks around, and then it sees a stick, takes the stick, puts it out, takes the banana in, and eats it. They say this is insightful learning, that it took some time so it could think and do something right. What I understood from it was that in a few moments of silence, even an animal, in a few minutes of silence, you understand what was lacking. There's nothing lacking out there in that situation, the banana being placed there, that it was frustrated and started thinking, whatever it did started beating itself. But the thing is, the minute you are in silence, you understand there's something that you can do about this. The banana being placed out there is not the problem. My hand is short, that is the problem. And the minute that chimpanzee understood that there is something wrong here within me, and I can rectify it. Something out there cannot be rectified because that is not the problem. So he understood what the problem is, and so he could place that and take the banana in. The thing is, the minute I understand that peace is my, in Hindi we say swadharma, it is my religion. Religion is something that you apply in your life is your religion. What you live by is your religion. I personally, I always share about how, like we have this body and it has temperature, right? It's about 98.6 or something is very normal. And so if it goes little higher than that, even 99, you don't feel very comfortable. You feel feverish and little lethargic and you want to rest, that's how you feel. Now the thing is, there is a temperature for the soul who is thinking. And the temperature is love, peace, happiness, purity, strength, knowledge, bliss. These are all the qualities which is its temperature. So if it goes little above that, like irritation, anger, jealousy, stubbornness, whatever, any of that emerges within ourselves, we don't feel comfortable. We feel we feel that there's something wrong. When we feel peace, you go to, like you come to a center, you go to, like a temple, you go somewhere, you feel nice and you want to sit there for some time. But that is what is who I am. That is who I am originally. So rejuvenating peace is about recognizing, understanding, realizing that I am peace. I don't have to be peaceful. I am peace, and I just remind myself And that's what it requires. Like if somebody is crying or feeling very low, when people want to revive them back into the normal mood or make them feel better, what do? If you go up to them and say, life is like that, what to do, They don't feel relief, do they? No. But when they go up to them and they tell them, you are so good, you have everything going, things are all fine, what is the problem? Then they will start, yeah, I know. So you have everything, don't worry about these small things. You have to remind what they already have. Like there's this beautiful hall here. Now there's so many things here. There is that, the lighting and the chairs and the mic, and so many things are in this room. And you're aware of it. If I were to ask you, are there fans? Of course there are fans. There's a mic, yeah, of course there are. Now the same hall is pitch dark. You come in the evening and the night, it's pitch dark, and I ask you to just go in, and then when you come out and I'll ask you, what is there? There's nothing. You must just say, there's nothing, sister. I didn't see anything. There are so many things. Unless there is no light here, you will not know, no? In the same way, a reminder is bringing light. Bringing that awareness. Oh my God, I am peace. So, I remember there was a person who had come, and she started sharing with her sister. She came and she said, sister, I'm so disappointed. Disappointed with whom? She said, I'm so disappointed with my family members. Really? And she started crying, and her sister was also crying. Both of them were crying like anything. And they're like professionals. They run a small company back in Hyderabad. So I said, what would you like to share? What really happened? And so she said that, my particular, what you call as sister, my particular brother who is in Mumbai, he got married, and after he got married, he's changed. He's totally changed. Really? What does he do? Sister, what he does is that he lets his wife dominate him. So he has 5 sisters and he's forgotten all about them. He's in Mumbai and we 5 sisters are in Hyderabad. So he doesn't visit you. No, it's not like that. The ancestral property is his. So there was this ceremony, like, the 2nd anniversary of a mother's death. So they had a little ceremony in that ancestral property. So he came down from Mumbai with his wife and children, and he called all of us. So what happened was, after the whole ceremony was over, of course, our sister-in-law gave us some gifts and everything. Then she said, Amma's saris are there in that cupboard still. So all of you, whatever you want, you please take. So we all went into our mother's room, which we are so familiar with. We grew up in that house, and that room is where my parents used to stay. So we opened the cupboard and we are taking out the saris. And she walks in, my sister-in-law, and she's like in her 30s and we are all in our 50s. We're much older than her. She comes in and she says, "Nay, whatever saris you might have gifted Amma, those you take. The rest you leave." So they said, "Who are you to tell us what to take and what not to take? This is our house, this is my Amma's room and my Amma's cupboard, and you are telling us, and what we don't even remember what gift we gave Amma. What do we remember?" And so they got so upset. And what do sisters do? They keep calling each other and telling, "What a terrible girl, what a terrible girl." So they keep reminding each other, and there's more sorrow, more. And everybody felt our brother is changed and he's letting the wife, dominate us or whatever. After they went to Mumbai, he called her oldest sister, called up and asked, "Akka, how was everything, She made a lot of effort to make the function beautiful. What did you feel?" What will the sister say? What beautiful? Nothing beautiful about it. The wife is just not having any common sense and no manners, and they have insulted all of our sisters. So the brother said, "It is very difficult to please you. Very difficult to please you all. And he banged the phone down, and since 2 months he is not picking up the phone. They keep calling and WhatsApping. We said he's fed up. I just want to talk. So then they both are crying. See, the girl has changed our brother and this and that. So then I understood that I would say anything else, they're not going to take it. Like I wouldn't say, okay, please be nice to your brother. That's not going to work. They started crying. They kept crying. So I just said, since I've come to Brahma Kumaris, I have learned to lie a lot, I said. They looked at me and, sister, what did you say? I said, I've learned to lie. You lie, sister, why should you lie? I said, but I lie, I've got used to it. But why? So I said, you know what, for example, there are, let's say the couple come, some professionals come, somebody comes, they have some issues with their boss or their subordinate or whatever, they come and they share everything. Let's say, for example, a husband and wife, they come and share. So when they're talking, there's too much noise because both of them will talk at the same time. So I tell them, you know, you come in the morning, you come in the evening. So I can listen properly. So let us say the wife comes in the morning and the evening the husband comes, and I tell him, I lie to him. And I tell him, your wife had come in the morning, right? Yeah. So she was telling something very nice about you. She might have said nothing good about him. But what is there to tell him? That he was speaking something very pleasant about you, what a wonderful person you are, how helpful you are, what good qualities you are, what he has, and I'm sure she has it in her heart and she's not expressing it at this moment. So I take it upon myself to tell him that she's telling all these nice things about you. And this man who's complaining continuously for a week, suddenly, I've seen so many instances, suddenly he said, sister, actually there is no problem between us. Just small things, between us. Small things. But we are really no problem. Really. We're okay. Maybe a couple of weeks later, the wife calls me and tells me, sister, he has changed a lot. After sitting with you, he's changed. Nothing to do with me actually. They just needed a reminder. You can't just sit somewhere and keep on telling peace, peace. It doesn't come like that. I have to know and I have to build that faith that I am that peace. In all the whole environment where I'm doing everything, all that is happening around, if I'm originally peace, how come I'm not able to experience it? If I am that, why am I not experiencing it? It's a simple exercise that I will show you. It's just a little thing that I want to show. So, there's a bottle here. And I pick it up from here and place it here. Let us say this task is given to somebody or even me, that I have to pick up this bottle and keep it here. How many thoughts do I require? 20, 30? How many? Yeah? Just one? That's enough, isn't it? It's a very simple task, picking it up and putting it here. You won't even know that you're thinking. It's that simple. But then I've been given this task, and then I'm picking up this particular bottle, and I'm picking up this bottle, and I'm thinking, why only me? Why can't others do it? Every time people take advantage of me. 30 thoughts in the place of one thought. Won't I lose energy? I am. I am thinking about something that I can do nothing about. I lose my peace. You're sitting here comfortably, I'm sure, right? Now, while sitting here, you have to just listen to me. That's why you're here, yeah? But then you're sitting here and you're thinking, I wonder what I should have for lunch. Now, this thought cannot be followed by an action because I won't let you go. Whether you like it or not, I'm not going to allow you to go from here. Till one, you're here. But when you're thinking and you're applying energy in an area where you can do nothing about it, that is a waste to thought. So you're losing energy. And when you lose energy, you won't know it. But when in a certain time, one very important moment where you have to have that patience, you can't have it. Because you've lost enough energy. You know you have to be quiet. I remember there was this girl, she's come to Hyderabad. She's an IT professional. She came back from Delhi. She wants to take a job in Hyderabad because she doesn't want to live with her husband. But the worst part is she has got 2 kids. One is 3, 2.5, and the 7-year-old. So I was trying to see that she goes back, because the thing is, I said, once you don't settle the whole thing at your home front, you're not going to do great out there in your workplace too. So you'd have to have a perfect balance. So, you have to sort it out. If there are issues with him and he's not going to change, let us find out. There should be somebody who can do that for you, And she said, I'm not going back. That's about it. So I called him. I took his number, called him, and said, why didn't you come down? He was very reluctant. He said, she didn't even tell me, and she left with the kids. And I came to Hyderabad to meet my kids, and she didn't allow me to meet the kids. That's a very wrong thing, if you don't allow the father to meet the kids. So then I said, okay, but please come, I'm there. The kids will come and meet you, and we will do something about this. Reluctantly, he came. And before he came, I told her, you know what you have to do? She said, what? Keep quiet. Don't say a word. Don't think too much. Because when you think too much, you will say too much. So don't say anything. When he comes, if at all you want to talk, you ask, how is mother-in-law, father-in-law? How is their health? How are you? Was a flight in time? Did you eat? Did you drink? Did you sleep? That's it. Nothing more. Nothing about the past. Because to bring the past is to be peaceless. You're working hard to be peaceless when you're working from the past. So can we do that? She said, okay, sister. I said, the thing is, once this is done, you go to Delhi and take this meditation course and meditate. And you feel better. She said, okay. He walked in. And he's like very much wanted to meet his children. More than his wife, I'm sure he wants to meet the children. He comes, he sits down. And he said, where are the kids? The kids are coming. My mother is bringing them. And then he said, I just sent you a message on your WhatsApp. You didn't see it? He asked. It could be a simple message, I'm on the way, or something like that. After 6 months, you send a message, is it? That one sentence. And he said, sister, it's useless, sister. I want to go. He got up one sentence. I said, my God, so much effort with it. I brought him from Delhi to here. And why are you talking about the past? For 6 months you never messaged. 6 months you didn't do this. He has 6 months things to talk about also. For 6 months I didn't meet my kids. That's a bigger, worse thing, no? Isn't it? So the thing is, while we are, working, or while we are connecting with others, if we are thinking too much, because past makes us think too much, or even thinking too much about the future. I remember somebody shared an anecdote long back. It seems there was this monk who was walking down a jungle. It's not real, it's just an anecdote. Walking down a jungle, and he heard a roar. He looked back, and there was this lion. He started running so fast because, of course, he wants to escape from that lion. But he came to a point, but he was end of the cliff. He can't do anything but to jump from it. So he looked down, and he saw this valley. You fall, and that's it, you're done with it. He turned back, and that lion is running from there and coming. So he went down and started hanging onto the cliff. For his dear life, he's hanging on. Now the thing is, what should the monk do? What advice would you give? A lot of people said you should stare at the lion and let, each one has given one thought. But the thing is, he should just hang there, and that's all that he can do till he can. Because the past is chasing you. Lion is like a past, it's chasing you with all those memories and mistakes and whatever it is, making you peaceless if you get into that. The future, I don't know. I never died before, at least in this body. I never died. So I don't know what it is to fall into that valley and then, done with it. So I don't know what it is. But the thing is, what I have right now is right here hanging. So it seems some berries were hanging there. The monk who had to hold on to that cliff with both arms, he thought, fine, whilst I have the berries while hanging, I can still enjoy. So he held on with one hand and he plucked those berries and started eating. A lot of people would look at this scene and think, what a terrible thing to do. I mean, it's a time to die and you found time to eat. Well, that's exactly what you have to do. Do you know how to eat your berries? I'm not talking about real berries. but to be in that moment. Because you know everything will be sorted out anyway. Because there's nothing else. But at this moment of time, I can as well enjoy some berries. Because I have something going with me. Now this particular stage could be about 2 feet. It could be 2 feet. Now the thing is, you all came and sat here comfortably and absolutely you are fine. Now I made more effort than you all. I climbed those 3 steps. I climbed those 3 steps and then came and sat here. So because I made that little effort of climbing those 3 steps, I have the best view possible. I can see all of you in one go. Right? None of you have the view that I have. Do you? Wherever you are seated, you can see few heads and few faces maybe. But for me, I have the best view. Should I enjoy this view or not? Hindi mein kehte khushi manao. So I have this 2 feet height and I should enjoy. Now if I'm not enjoying this 2 feet height, do you think I'll enjoy 6 feet height? No. Never. But this is my training. 1 feet height, I should be very happy. Wow, what a view. About 100 people are sitting. Wow, lovely. 6 feet height, 300, 400 people, I still won't be able to enjoy now. It's not going to happen. So whatever level you are in your career, in whatever situation, and you have found one place, I'm not saying you shouldn't be ambitious. I'm not saying that at all. But you can't finish yourself and not have the happiness of being where you are. I remember when I was in school, after school hours, there was this kind of a steep kind of a, mountainy kind of a thing. We could climb up. And every day we would climb up because you have the best view of Hyderabad from there, at that point. So few steps we would climb and then we would stop and watch Hyderabad. The highest point is where you can see the whole Hyderabad. And I'm sure it would have been the best view even in the night time, but we were always in the daytime up to school. But with us, there were few girls who would keep saying, in Hindi, they would say, Kitta chadna hai? How much we should climb? How much? Kitta chadna hai? Kitta chadna hai? Oh my God, they would keep on complaining and not enjoying one bit. And by the time we reach there and we are all pointing out, oh, this is Birla Mandir and this and that, we keep watching everything. And these girls would say, Dekho, kitta utarna hai abhi. Why did you climb at all? So when you make that effort to reach wherever, and you can't be in peace with yourself that you enjoy and value and celebrate the blessings that you've received, that means there's too much thinking going on. Too much thoughts destroys that peace. I was in the US and I happened to visit a home where this couple wanted to organize a program for all their couple friends. So they were all going to come, and before that they said, sister, it's like, they're all coming, and on Sunday we have a brunch, so we're potluck. So we have everyone bringing something and they're all going to eat. So do you mind? I said, no, the thing is, I'll wait. I have no problem. You can all eat and then we'll start the session. So I'll sit and wait. On 15 minutes is nothing much. So, but sitting there, obviously, like I can watch what's happening around. So they're all eating and talking and interacting. I had someone sitting next to me and talking, but I couldn't help watching this one lady. She bought fruit punch. How did I come to know? Because nobody seems to be liking it. Because I can see everybody and she's giving that fruit punch. It's all fruit mix juice. They're sipping and they're making a face. And they're putting it aside, and she observed that nobody's liking the juice that I got, and a face crestfallen, like she wasn't very happy with it, and she went and sat on the couch and not really eating much. But I could feel what she's going through. She's thinking, oh my God, everybody's enjoying everything that everybody brought. But look at me, I've made so much effort, I bought the juice and nobody's even looking at it. It happens only to me, and she's feeling very bad. I can make that out very clearly. Just then, her son who's playing outside, a 12-year-old is playing outside, he just, ran in, with an empty glass in the hand, and he looked around and said, Mama, I want a refill. I said, wow, he wants that particular, fruit punch. And so I thought she must be so happy now. No, ma rakha hai, le lo, she said. It's kept there, take it. I said, khushi manao na. The person who's going to enjoy your juice all his life and your life, he's wanting your juice. He's enjoying it. These friends you will meet maybe monthly once. The most important person in your life enjoys what you make. Why are you not able to rejoice that? And I've reached wherever I've reached in my career, in my profession, or in my life, I've reached this point. Let me tell you, everything is so difficult. Even marriages are very difficult. With all the complications in my marriage, I survived. Isn't it? Putting up with all the differences and all, that's okay, no problem. We've come to some point of understanding. Or maybe even in my workplace, so many challenges. And I have come. So something in me had brought me till this point with these qualities. Why am I not able to feel content? With contentment, patience, all that comes from peace. Peace is a value. And patience and contentment is a virtue that you express. So why is it that we lose out? I can show you a small little diagram and we'll try to understand. And you have different roles that you have to play every day. Right? When you wake up in the morning, who are you? Father, mother, brother, what? Huh? No, yourself of course, but there is a role that you have to play, no? You're a mother, you're a father, your children come up to you and you have whatever. So let us say mother or father. Okay? Next one. Next. This is one. A wife, husband. Wife or husband. Thank you. Wife or husband, and then manager. Okay, manager. That is an employee. Fine. Okay. And brother or sister. Brother or sister. And then a friend. And then daughter or son. Stranger. A role. So let us just take these as our main roles that we play. These are normally the roles that you play every day. Now, in all these roles that you play, you don't start off like this, from mother to husband to, no, it doesn't happen like that. Like in the morning this and afternoon this, no. It can just get jumbled up. Like you are at work and then you're called home suddenly, or some call from home and you get, you understand there's some other responsibilities coming up. So it's usually zigzag. It's all in a mess. Like, if you ask, you can start off from here till here, and then here to here, and then sometimes here, sometimes there, sometimes here. This is how every day that goes on. So what happens in this whole thing is, sometimes, most times really, that you carry the residue from here to here. Like, somebody was telling me, sister, I got so irritated, and, I have to stop something, and I've been beating up my daughter. She's like 3-year-old. I really slap her and beat her up. So, why? What does she do? Nothing. She just does that what 3-year-old does. Nothing really different. She's a 3-year-old. But why are you beating her? I'm so angry with my husband. So, as a mother and father, it's getting affected because of what issues you have as a husband or wife, no? So it has an effect, and you have a problem with husband and wife at home, and you go to work and you're very irritated. Somebody was telling me, sister, please ask my husband right in front of me what question I ask him when he comes home. And he gets very irritated. Please ask him. I said, when he gets irritated, why do you ask that question? No, sister, but you ask him and please find out what is that question I ask him. So right in front of her asked. I said, Bhai Sahab, what is that question she asked you when you come home and you get very irritated? He smiled. I said, what is it? Sister, she asked me, how was your day? Such a simple question, isn't it? And what kind of an answer would you give for that? It's good, bad, not so good, take care, you know? You don't even have to say anything. But then he speaks sentences. You have no other work but to ask me, you make my life miserable, why can't you keep your mouth shut? Why so much energy, so much anger? Huh? Because you're carrying something out there here, no? Or else you should be, if you keep things there the way it is and you walk in here, when your wife or whoever your family member opens the door, you're smiling. My God, I've come back home, let me relax. But I'm irritated. Because this is how it is. It's not a very comfortable thing, isn't it? To live like this, and it's automatically, you may even think, somebody was telling me, sister, I don't take files home. I don't take work home. You take work from home, you take files home, but don't take the stress home. You can peacefully sit and work. What is there? Nothing wrong. But then, you know, if somebody was telling, sister, I don't want anything. I really don't want anything from my husband. Just a smile. It's, oh, what a difficult. Is it that difficult? A smile is that difficult, is it? So I find it so difficult to smile because I've lost all my peace in all the energy in the previous one. I remember there was this lady, she had come, and her husband runs a software company. She's a sister, he has a lot of time for that and nothing for me. And I don't know what is happening, but in the middle of the night I'm waking up and I look around and I think, I want to go out to the balcony and jump. I'm getting this thought, I want to jump. So I had this concern, you know, maybe she needs medication, or because she's not picking up meditation. So I thought at least medication to le sakti hai. So I asked the husband to come and meet me, and I told him, she's getting such a thought. So brother, you know what you should do is something you have to do about this. Sit and talk to her, things like that. Maybe she'll feel better, give her time. You know, something like that I told. He said, what did she say she wants to do? I said, she's saying she wants to jump from the balcony. They live in the 3rd floor. You know what he said? He said, no problem, Benji. Tala laga denge. Kya tala lagane? That's not the solution, is it? No, not to worry, sister, not to worry, I'll do it. I said, no, you have to appreciate her. What I should appreciate? Something will be there, like she cooks something, or she appreciate, oh, you're so lovely, so wonderful, you cook so well. Something you should tell. Sister, I can't lie. I said, it is not possible that someone has no virtues at all. Aisa to ho hi nahi sakta na. You know, just think about it, I said. This man really thought about it. Really spend time thinking about it, that how should I appreciate her? What should I do? He thought, I think, you know, he doesn't have a lot of memories but he thought. And one day he comes, he says, sister, just before I go to work, I have to come and I want to talk to you. So he came. What happened? Sister, good news. What happened? Sister, I remembered something I should tell her. Since the day I got married, very early marriage, I told her that I don't like cucumber cut like this. I like it cut lamba like this with nimbu and salt and lemon, like that I like to eat, but not like this. And she remembered, sister. We're married 18 years. 18 years, sister, never she cut it like this. It's very easy to cut like that, sister, but no, she cut like this. So I remember that I went inside. Before I forget, I went to her. She's in the kitchen. I said, Rupa. I said, what? Rupa, you always cut cucumber like this for me. Thank you. Huh? She said, what? I said, thank you for that. Sister, it's unbelievable. I said, what is unbelievable? I went back home in the evening. She's sparkling, she's shining, she's happy. Itna hi tha kya? He's saying. That's all I have to do. That's all you have to do. That's all that needs to be done. I happened to have someone mentioning the other day that, you know, sister, I have a subordinate who came up to me and he wasn't doing his work properly. And I went up to him and I said, in Hindi, she said, jaldi karo, boss ko gussa aayega. Do it fast. Boss will get angry. He looked at him and said, tone badli karo. Because he's not, just an immediate boss, like a team lead he is, no? So he said, tone badli karo, change your tone. I said, what do you mean? What do you want me to tell? You want me to say, don't do anything, relax and do nothing? Do you want me to say that? No, tone badli karo. Arey, what should I tell? So he said, tell, you're saying, no, do fast, boss will be angry, no? Say, jaldi jaldi karo, boss khush ho jayega. Make sense, na? Do fast, the boss will be happy. Kyun tension dete to? Don't give me tension, na? Say something which makes me feel better. So if I am jumping from one particular role to another role like this, and a fast-paced life that we have, but the thing is, how much of a busy you are, there has to be a method. There has to be really a method where it becomes easier for me. And I know I can rejuvenate because I need time, as I said. I said, think about it and you're getting solutions. What is the best way to do it? Is I perform the role of a mother and father, come back to myself. Come back to myself. I have to come back and then go back again. Then I play the role, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. It's more organized. It's very, very organized life. Planning is just not about what you have to do out there. Planning is here. Planning is really here. And the more you are coming back to yourself, the more you're charging your roles. There's more energy, the more right decision making, the more patience, more qualities, more values. Everything starts working in a very organized way. Because I am the one who's doing everything and I don't give much of energy to myself. And I want to do everything. Like if I'm taking a space of one tile here, and I want to manage the 99% because I'm taking only 1% of this room, and I want to take care of 99% of this whole hall. It's a lot of hard work. If I were to take care of this 1%, this one tile, if I'm taking care of this, 99% is very easy. Most of the time we want to manage all of this, not managing this. So what we're going to do an exercise, and Anita will do with you all, is knowing who you are. Because the self is very important, what value that you are. So what we're going to do is she's going to come and tell you how to go about.
Can someone help me with distributing the cards? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So you're going to get a card each, and please don't see it. If you've already seen it, don't worry. Please don't see the card, just put it face down. And like Sister said, this is a very interesting exercise to know who we really are, to help each other recognize that intrinsic qualities, that values. So what you're going to do is, with the card down, someone can help on this side also? Yes. Half of it you can give that side. So once you give the card, what you're going to do is, like I said, you're not going to see it, right? Someone else will help you recognize this. So what you're going to do is, you're going to put it up like this. I'll just take an example. I have a smaller card. I don't know what is there in this. I just picked it up randomly. And so you put it up like this. So you're not going to see it. You're going to put it up like this. And you go around meeting each and every person and ask them to define who you are. So they should not tell, for example, I don't know what is there in this.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is that you do things, like you have to describe to the person, you do things without too much emotions, and without throwing your behavior around, and balanced. Yes, you are very balanced, very royal, and so you know, you're not childish.
Mature.
So she's maturity. So like that you should describe to her who she is. You should not tell her your maturity. No, you just hold it and let a person describe it to you. And you describe that person also. If that person is not able to make you know who you are, then you go to another person. But you have to move around. And for this exercise, you have to get up and move around.
For those of you who have already seen it, please exchange your cards
With somebody else.
someone else. In fact, all of you exchange your cards with someone. Just exchange your cards with someone.
No, you don't
No,
have
you-
to know each other. You just have to see this card and describe them. You don't have to know each other. It's the card that they have to describe to you. Whatever is there in the card, and which you have not seen.
None of you have seen it, right? You have not seen it.
Yeah.
You have seen it. So you exchange. Done. Please
Exchange with
exchange Please exchange it with some third of
From someone behind or something.
Done. Anybody else? Don't worry about whether it is upside down, what it is. Don't worry about that. Just put it
hold
up.
it.
The
Don't
person opposite you will help you to maybe straighten it.
Please get up.
Okay, so please get up and start off.
Go ahead, put it like this. Yes.
Okay. How many of you have discovered your own value? Very good. Very nice. Two more to go. You can have a look at it. You can have a look at it. So that is what you are. That is what your quality is. That is what others see in you. That is what is your speciality. It's very interesting that sometimes we don't even know what speciality we are revealing through our actions, through our words, and others are able to guide us. But it's more importantly that consciousness, that feeling, that experience that I have of who I am, and others are helping me with that. So I'm sure you're able to identify with your quality, which you've seen there. Was it easy to identify? Not such an easy thing. Maybe not the exact word, but I'm sure you must have come to it, the related word. So that is the consciousness that you can keep with you.
Did you enjoy it? So it's like a reminder. The person is going on telling you, you are this, you are this, you are this. Huh? So if you would be able to relate to that, because that's who you truly are. The minute you are able to charge yourself and you're able to empower the roles that you play, what happens is that there is a difference. Even others notice, there will be a difference, 100%. You won't be just like one in the crowd doing what you have to do. I remember I was flying from Hyderabad to Mumbai and in Indian Airlines, and I happened to have this person sitting next to me who was a Sikh, you know, and he seemed to be the most busiest man on that plane. He had 3 mobiles, and all 3 were ringing in different tunes at the same time. And he kept on picking up each phone and said, yeah, I'm taking off, yeah, fine. I'll reach there in 1 hour, yeah, this and that. And then finally the air hostess had to come and ask him to put the phones off because we're taking off. Once we reached, he was very restless all through the plane. He kept on getting up, and the air hostesses would come with the trolley and say, no, please sit down, and things like that. So when we landed, there was a little bit of confusion because our seats were right in the middle of the whole flight. So they said the door behind was also open. So he was in such a hurry that he wants to run behind because this is going to take time. Oh my God, it was like, and he was on the phone. The phones were ringing. And he's on the phone and said, I want to get off the plane, but the madam in front of me is not letting me go. That madam is me. My luggage got stuck and I'm trying so much and it's not coming out. So he's just talking like that. Then before I could make way, he went behind. So I came out, and I don't expect much from air hostesses. So what do they do? You just come out, that's it. So usually Indian Airlines air hostesses, I have observed that the gesture will be like this, but the face expression and the gesture don't go together. The face will be more like, go home fast, I have to also go home, that kind of a thing. So I happened to just move out, and then this air hostess was different. She looked at me and smiled and she said, Om Shanti. I said, do you know Brahma Kumaris? She said, no. So I made way for others and I stepped back and I asked her, how do you know that you have to say Om Shanti to me? She said, I asked some people here, who are you? They said, she is Brahma Kumari and they keep saying Om Shanti, Om Shanti. I said, do you know what Om Shanti means? And she said, Om Shanti, no. So I said, Om means I am, Shanti is peace. I am peace. That is my introduction. This is my identity. I am peace. And you are also saying you are peace. So I am peace, you are peace, so no trouble, please. And she smiled, and then I was getting off the plane, and this brother must have tried to go back, that Sikh man. So he came. I was the last person coming from this side. So he came running from there to get off from here. When he's come, she looked at him and she said, Sat Sri Akal. He stopped and he said, Madam, you made my day. And he started talking to her in Punjabi. And she said, I'm from Kerala. I don't know Punjabi. No, you made my day, brought cheer into my life, something all he went on. And when we were getting off the plane, I was just thinking that this lady, she is not going to get paid 1 paisa more for saying Om Shanti to me and Sat Sri Akal to him. Yeah? But she added color, fragrance and spice in a most mundane job. This is how you make a difference. You're doing whatever you're doing. Like they say, if you make some sabji, something, curry, they say, put little bit kothmeri, little bit of peanut powder or something like that. It gives the taste. You can make normal and keep it there. Like one husband, he told his wife, what did you put in the bindi sabji, in that so she said, I put dhania powder, I put this, I put that. She, with a lot of enthusiasm, she's telling. Then he, smiling, he told, put some love also. Huh? It's missing love because always it gets burnt. So like that, whatever I do. But we are not human doings, no, we are human beings. We have to be something to do something before. I happened to be in Kakinada, there's one district in Andhra, and I happened to go and do a program with about 1,000 employees there in a fertilizer company. And every day 2 batches to complete 1,000 people means that's a lot of days. So I was there full 1.5 weeks. So morning 40 people, evening 40 people, like that they were doing. Same session I had to repeat. And I remember one particular person, this company, I'm talking about in 98 ki baat, it's like long back. So they didn't have their own LCD. So they would get it for rent, this company, and they would keep it. So this person who's renting that particular projector, in those days it was that overhead projector with the transparencies we had to keep. He would come, set it up for you and do it, and he's so proud of his projector. So proud of his role that he's playing. He'll keep it and insist. And his sister, because he knew that I will walk around when I'm doing the session. So he'll say, sister, walk till there. Walk till there. Everything, my system is fine. This is fine. Every day, this is the drill for both of us. We will, because the places are changing. Sometimes that managers will have a meeting where I'm doing the session. So I have to do in a canteen sometimes. Sometimes in the lawn. So many places he would arrange. Now the thing is, I have remembered so many people, but I don't forget. I mean, you must have met so many people, but I remember this man. Because the joy, that enthusiasm, that thrill to do it was same for 2 weeks continuously. He can just come, place it, not even look at my face and go away. But he will sit through the session. And he'll hear the same session every day twice. But he's so happy. He'll come. Sister, you're happy? This is fine? This is fine. So it just so happened after 4 or 5 days, I will start the drill. As soon as he comes, I can see from here, I can see from here, I can do everything. So he used to be so happy. You're not paid for it. But I'm sure he goes home with a lot of earning. I have to do what I have to do, but I'll have to be happy doing it. If I want to be an engineer and I'll go in a medical college, what is the point? My aim, I said, why do you want to work here? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do that? They'll say, sister, because I want to be happy. Eventually, happiness is what I want. If happiness is your aim, why are you crying? You're crying and working, crying and taking care of people, crying and studying. I know somebody, he kept on crying. I think all his life is crying on. Sister, I want to get, because I don't know about here in, Karnataka, but there in Telangana, Andhra, this intermediate is a very tough time. They go through these coachings from 7th class to get into a coaching which trains you for IIT. And after this boy is in that, he's a very intelligent boy. All the time he'll complain. I know him since his 11th class. He'll come and say, sister, I can't even read a nice book. I can't enjoy this, I can't enjoy that, but I have to be sitting there and studying all together. I said, if you're not interested, leave it. Do something else. You should enjoy when you're doing it. No, I want to get into IIT. So worked hard, got into IIT. So I called and said, Ajay, congratulations. You got in. No, what is the big deal? What do you mean? What big deal? So no, I didn't get in Chennai. Both my friends got in Chennai. Forget about it. Where Mumbai is also good. What's the problem? He went there. Oh, food is so bad. Did you go to eat food there? To Mumbai? Go to the beach and eat vada pav. What's the point of going on cribbing? Nahi Didi, the professor here, he doesn't know what he's teaching. IIT professor won't know what he's teaching. What is it, your problem? Okay, cribbing, he'll call up his mother. Mother will have a soft heart, no? Amma, I'm missing you, Amma. You thought you would. Amma is like crying. My homemade food I'm missing. All this. Anyway, 4 years over, and then he got a job in Mumbai only. Campus interview. He told his father, if I don't get in this Tata some company, then father, I'm going to stay for 1 year at home and relax. Father said, oh my God, he went to every temple. Please, I don't want him in the house. I want him to work. He got a job in Mumbai. And then he said, what is Mumbai is a city? Because he was in a hostel, no. So he didn't know the traveling by train and all. I think, what is this? What is the city? I don't want to live like this. I said, 1 year training will be there. They'll place you somewhere. Why are you worried? Just go. Just 1 year. 1 year he did. He was placed in Kolkata. My God. But it's a very good position. They gave it good pay, good package. No. He went there and he said, my God, I can't bear this. I'm getting breathless, what not. So he told his father. The father said, come to Hyderabad. And they tried some job there. He's intelligent. Any interview will go, he'll get. That boy is so intelligent. They gave him, and I told Ajay, now just focus here. It's an equivalent role you got here in this company in Hyderabad. So don't lose this opportunity. Work hard. Oh, yes, Didi is so happy. Now homemade food also you're getting. Mama also, Papa also, everybody. Not just. He joined and And just 6 months later, he came to meet me. What is the problem? He said, Didi, I want to ask you something. What? What is life? What? What do you mean, what is life? What kind of a question is that? So he said, no, Didi, I really want to know. Getting up in the morning, go to work, come back. Good. This is life. I said, is there anything else that you think about? No, I don't want to be like others. I said, what do you mean? What do you want to do? I think I want to study. Just to escape from work, he wanted to study. As I said, he is intelligent, wrote GMAT, 3 attempts. He got in a very good school in America for MBA. He went. Good, he went there. I didn't know it was this cold, Didi. I said, what? Who's bothered about cold? Wear a sweater, wear socks, do something. I said, it's too cold, it's too cold. And then 2 years also, my God, these people are, I don't know what they're trying to do. I can't even step out of the campus like that. Nobody has complained when they go to this Ivy League schools. Nobody complains because they are prepared to go and study. This boy complained. After that, he got a job. Very nice job. Goldman Sachs somewhere he got in. So I told mother and father, now let him be, don't say come back, don't say, let him be there. He called up, Mama, I've taken an apartment now, come. To cook for him. Come, Mama, come. So Mama said, it is too cold out there. Whatever that place is, my knees arthritis, I can't travel. So I'll get you married. He said, okay, I'm not exaggerating. 62 photographs later. In every girl, there is a problem. Okay? One girl is selected from Visakhapatnam, Vizag. He selected one girl. She's educated, she's done her master's and very hardworking, nice girl. I met her. And okay. I thought she's nice. Okay, she'll adjust. But she has to adjust a lot. I thought. Okay. She went. Before she left, I told, he will crib. He might change in the future, but he'll crib and all. But don't take it to your heart. Don't keep on. You say, no, it will be okay. It will be okay. Like that you should tell. So she said, okay. But she didn't know how much it is. When she went there and all, once or twice she called and cried. I told her, no, he's nice-hearted, good fellow and all. What happened? This fellow emailed me. When is the right? He called me twice and the number I didn't recognize. He changed his number. So he emailed me, Didi, please, I have to call you. Okay, I called. He called me. So what is the problem? He's saying, first, immediately asked, what is the problem? He's saying, Didi, I want to send this Lata home. Who are you to send her home? So package she is Amazon. You want to send her back? Means what do you mean send her back? Sister, I can't even have one intelligent conversation with her. Intelligent? Wife is not there to sit and talk intelligent conversations with you. You can make friends and what. Why she should talk? No, sister, she should know everything about everything. I said, yeah, she studied history and political science and all that. And I am talking to her about Assam politics. Assam politics, why she'll be interested? Now, why did she do political science? I said, I don't know, but she didn't study to sit with you and talk to you about Assam. So she said, I don't want, she's very, not at all intelligent, I want to send her back. I ignored it and I told the parents also to ignore it. Don't give replies to him. So he adjusted. And after 1 or 2 years, he came. He came in December month, 2014 or something. He came to the center and he's sitting. And just mistakenly, I asked Ajay, how is everything in America? Mistakenly. She said, what is America, Didi? That's a country. I should vacuum clean. I should do more laundry. I should do my laundry. I should. And the wife, that she said, what is it? I said, okay, Ajay, I'm sorry I asked you that question. Till when do you want to postpone your happiness? What is the date? You let me know. Then we will ask. That day I'll ask, how are you? You've been postponing happiness since you are 15 years of age. You got everything that you wanted. You got into IIT, you got into Ivy League school, you got into the girl that you married, girl that you liked. Everything happened according to what? And the wife immediately, never he'll be happy, sister, she said. So, somehow, without our knowledge, we are postponing. To be able, as I said, to to rejuvenate and to charge myself is to experience the beauty of this moment actually. That's what happens. One lady, she broke both her legs, not hands, both legs. Most active lady that I know. She's in her 40s, but she's so active. Got a huge family in Hyderabad, and everybody will come to her house. Any function, she'll say, no. In her house we will have Swati's house we'll do a program, Swati, because she organizes so well. She's hardworking. She's tireless. She's so good and creative. The kind of garden she's made around the house, she's so wonderful. She broke both her legs and no activity, just on the wheelchair and on the bed like that. The doctor said 6 months. One leg at least you can limp. 2 legs, what you will do? So I met her. And when I met her and I said, "Arey Swati Ben, kya ho gaya?" Both feet, and said, "Sister, most great thing has happened." Great thing? How? First time in my life, my husband and daughter are cooking for me. I am eating and sleeping. It is how you do it, how you take it, no? Breaking legs is also a blessing. We don't wish anyone to break their legs. But when you break it, enjoy it. That's all there is. Mom, will it become all right or not? Maybe it will be. Then you can worry. You can worry, no? So the thing is, what we have now is the understanding that I have to bring the smriti, the awareness again and again and again, so that I enjoy the beauty of my life. Whatever I am doing, wherever I am, I'm able to enjoy that. I think I must have been, I think 8-9 years ago, I met with a small accident. I mean, I didn't dash into anybody, but somebody dashed into me from behind. Because the auto stopped right in front of me and I put a brake suddenly. So those 2 cars hit me from behind, and so I thought, okay, let me see what dent I have. So I was driving the car to the left, and that man driving his car, I could see full dent for him. That Santro car, full dent. So he drove it. Still he could drive, and he came and stopped right in front of me. He thought I was driving away. So he stopped the car and he got off the car and he's very angry. I can understand. Anybody will be angry if the car is full dent. But he hit my car actually. He got off the car and he's abusing. The abuses I've never heard in my whole life. He's coming like that. So I asked the sister next to me. I said, Archana, what do we do? What is the protocol? Should I get off the car and talk? I've always seen people get off the car and talk. So should I get off the car? She said, nonsense. We should lock it because he will beat us. So really? Then I locked it. I said, no, Baba, what is he trying to do? So he came very close to the car. Then he saw both of us and he did like this and went away. I said, it's a woman driver. Now what? We will talk to them. He got into the car and drove away. I said, lot of people have told me, sister, my anger, I cannot stop it in between. It has to go to the peak and then slowly it will come down. If my wife says, no, don't get angry, I can't. It has to go till there. This man was having the peak, it was going to the peak. That anger was so much. How he could become so peaceful so suddenly and just jump into his car and go away with a dented car? How? Why? Because he had a smriti from childhood. The awareness and the reminders that his parents, no, you cannot abuse a woman. If you abuse a woman on the road, others will come and abuse you, whatever. No? So don't, it's wrong. It must have been so much practice. That woman, peace, let's go. Why should no problem, nothing is there in talking to her. So let us say that I have been practicing. I am peace. Several times, thousands of times. Situation, peace. No practice, nothing. I have not given that little bit of silence. I have not charged myself. I have not invested. I have not saved any energy. And the situation, peace. Kahan se aayenge peace? Where it will come from? It won't. It's like your bank is empty and you are going for shopping. How pathetic is that? Yeah. So that's exactly why it's important that I charge. And whatever awareness you take is what you will create your future, your destiny, with just what you're charging. If you're charging a wrong thought, every day if you practice it, I'm not so good, I'm not so good. Everybody will look at you and think he's not so good. There is a store just downstairs to the center that I am. Downstairs means that there's a hill. Down there, when you go down, there is a store, Adidas store. Now it's closed. At that point, there was there. That owner had come to our center. And he said, Benji, हमारे साथ ऐसे क्यों होता है? You know, only with us, why does it happen? That all so many stores are there, और चोर मेरे दुकान में ही आया. 2 lakh rupees he took and went. Why only my store? I said, who shutters the shutter? Who shuts it? Night. I, sister, I only do. So when you do that, what thoughts you take? चोर तो नहीं आएगा. The thief won't come, no? Robber won't come. I said the chore was going on his way, minding his own business. But you called him, no? Every day, ayenga. So he came. What thought you keep triggering and charging is what will come back to you. This one, somebody forwarded me today, Neelu Ben, very nice, small little story. It's just something which just happened. It didn't happen, but it was there. And I liked it. And I thought I'll share it with you all. It seems one king was going in his horseback and passing by the market. And he saw there's one shopkeeper of Chandan. He made the sandalwood sticks and his shop is there. He looked at him and he just felt strongly that this man has to be hanged tomorrow. Just like that. So he told his minister, look, take him and put him on and hang him. Why hang him? Just I feel it, hang him, that's it. I'm feeling very strongly. So he goes back to his palace and this minister feels, how I can just take him and just hang him with no reason. So he went up to him and he said, what do you do? I said, I sell chandan and this particular. So how is your business? Not at all doing well. You know, it's so expensive and nobody really buys it and nothing like that. So I am thinking, because he doesn't know he's the minister. He thinks he's some common man. He said, I'm just wishing that if king dies, no, all this chandan will go, burning his body. So, you know, I wish I could do that. He will die. So his thought reached the king actually. And the king wants him to die. Okay, trying to say. So this minister is a very wise man. So he said, give me, I want to buy one chandan. So he buys one stick. And he goes to the king and says, that particular shop person, he sent this to you as a gift to the king. So he said, oh, what a lovely man. And I thought of hanging him. So he's really a good man. So he takes it and said, no, don't hang him. But give this Ashrafiya, the gold coin, and he says, give it to him from me. So he goes and gives the king. The king says, oh my God, what a nice man. Why did I think that he should die? See, your thoughts will reach others. It's not just limited to you. If you go on thinking he's a terrible person, that person will turn to you and think he's a terrible person. He might have not thought about you at all till then, but he will now. Thoughts reach. It's just not, it's your intention which reaches. Somebody prepared this table with a little flowers and then this table and the cloth and everything. Anybody can do and a child also can do. But then what is the intention behind it? Now if that person who's doing it thought, oh my God, what a lovely opportunity I have got to place this table and cover it and beautify it so that people who come here benefit it and listen and make their life better. If he or she would be thinking about it and doing it, he's earned a lot. You are actually charging yourself. You have to do what you have to do, but what are the thoughts, the intention behind what you do? And it doesn't take a lot of hard work for that. It's very simple. This girl, she got married and she didn't want, a lot of girls nowadays don't want to go back to their husbands and, so one of them I met and she doesn't want to give the reason why she doesn't want to go back. That's the worst part. Somebody told her to please send her to, meditation and maybe she will open up. She refused to open up. She sat with me and she said, sister, whatever you want to speak, speak in 20 minutes, I have to go. Her mother, her father, her mamaji or kaka, what so many people are calling, sister, tell her this, divorce is not good and she's just 25. So if I connect to her, then I can advise, no? So I started the meditation course and she's not listening, I can make out, she's here and not even looking at me. So one day, third day, I think I just said, it's very difficult for people to change, I said. She turned to me and she said, sister, you're right. I said, oh my God, I hit the target at last. Okay, so it's difficult, it's very difficult people to change. I said, Vani, about whom are we talking? Really, whom are we talking about? She said, my husband. Sister, I'll tell you something, but I don't want you to tell anybody. I said, I will not tell. Please tell me, what is wrong in this? Because the husband is also saying, what did I do that she doesn't want to come back? I don't know. So I said, what did he do? Sister, I come from a very cultured background. How to eat, how to walk, how to talk. Everything my parents have taught me. This particular man, he has no culture. Really? What he does? Sister, you should see how he eats food. How does he eat? The food is never in the plate, it's outside the plate. Oh my God. Outside the plate, yeah, like that he eats. Oh my God, he eats like that, okay. So I said, you know what, you tell him, na, don't eat like that. Respectfully, you tell, don't eat like that, eat like this. You tell. So I told him, sister, he's saying, from my childhood, I'm like this. And my mother has accepted me. Why not you? So she's saying, sister, I can't tolerate this, sister, this man. I said, it's simple. Vani, what you do, you put a bigger plate. Bigger plate? Sister, where do I carry this bigger plate to? To a restaurant, to everywhere I should take big plate. He eats everywhere like that. I said, oh my God. And then I said, see, there's a medicine for this. You don't have to divorce him. Really? What is that medicine? I said, this is a medicine for you, not for him. It is not through your mouth, but through your mind. No, I'll give you that medicine. She said, what should I do? Whenever he's eating, you should think, I am a mother. Oh, Smriti Dilav. She said, I am not a mother. I said, you're not. But when you become a mother, do you have to go to a school to learn sacrifice and love and acceptance? Do you have to? The child will eat so shabbily, but do you feel, oh my God, how the child is eating? Would you think that? No, you will clean up. You absolutely no thoughts will come in your mind. Oh, so same thing, you think, prepone it, no? Get those qualities. I said, what I should do? So just think I'm a mother. Because he's saying his mother could accept, no? So I'm a mother. So the qualities will come, you'll clean it up, you won't feel bad. She says, sister, will it work? Yeah, 3 times a day, whenever he's eating, I'm a mother. Practice. So with courage, she went back. Her parents are so desperate to send her back, they didn't even ask me what the reason was. Nothing. Okay, she's going. Immediately they bought the ticket and put her in the flight. When she went back, 1 week later she called me and she said, Didi, it's very easy for you to tell. But I can't see this man like this. I want to come back, Didi, please. I said, no, 3 months medicine I gave you. 3 months you do, then we will see. 1 week you won't get results. 3 months, okay, take it. Okay, she innocently she accepted, and 3 months over, 1 year over, so many. And next year Diwali she came to Hyderabad, and next day only she came to meet me. As soon as she came, I was a little apprehensive. Can I ask her, not ask her, and whatever. I said, how are you? She said, okay. I said, your husband is okay? Yeah, he's okay. I said, he's eating okay? No, but I'm okay. Yeah? When the situation is not really bothering you, why would you even want to change it? No? Why do you have to wait for something to change to feel better? No? If I am charged, I'm more powerful than the situation. Because whatever awareness you take brings strength. In Hindi they say, Jahan smriti hai, wahan samarthi hai. Samarthi means strength. Even if it's a weak, very negative thought, it also brings that negative strength. Whatever will happen, I'll not change. No, I will sit. Somebody was telling, whenever you get, irritated, control your emotions. I was telling somebody, control it. Just control. Don't show too much emotions. Nobody will respect you. Control emotion. But this girl, her emotions comes out in such a way, 3 days she'll sleep. Not come out of the room, not talk to anybody. The husband is going to her sister's house and eating. She's saying he's insulting me. I said, how? You are insulting him by not cooking 3 days. What can he do? He should have. He has a stomach, no? 3 days he can shut the stomach. How is that possible? So when you are able to have power, you have control with all these emotions. You will know how to speak, when to speak, and when and in what way you should speak. That control we require. Without that peace, it's impossible to do the right thing at the right time. You can do a very right thing at the wrong time. It is possible. So whatever thoughts you take is reaching others continuously, because when you're rejuvenating peace within you, it's helping others actually. When you meditate, it's helping others, not just you. Because you create that kind of environment, you create that kind of atmosphere that people are able to feel comfortable automatically. So that's exactly why we will do an exercise with Anita now. And before that exercise, I would like to share a small little personal experience, and then we'll go with this exercise. I would love to do with all of you this exercise, but I think it's very time taking, so we'll call a few of you all here on the stage and we will do it. But main thing is that what I wanted to share was, I must have, I think it must have been so many years. 92, I came to Brahma Kumaris. And that was the year when I was taking the meditation course, and somebody, the sister who's taking the course, she said, she told me, Radhika, you should give good wishes to everyone in your family. I said, okay. Oh, how do I give good wishes? She said, emerge them in front of you in your mind and then see them that they are lights like souls, and give them good wishes that they should wear, they should have strength, they should have protection, whatever you want to wish for. And I felt it was very nice exercise, and I started doing it. Without fail, I went on doing it. And then what happened, at that point of time, she again mentioned that you should give good wishes to people you don't like. Back in 92, I had a whole lot of friends, and there was one girl I didn't like. Myself and a whole lot of our friends felt she's very bad. Though she was very close to me, she did something wrong, and I stopped talking to her because all my friends told me not to talk to her. What wrong she did was, she purposely did not pick up a girl when she's coming for the exam. That one particular, she didn't pick her up that day. Why? Because the girl whom she was going to pick up was a topper in that subject. And that girl came 20 minutes late to the exam, and that's really bad. Her parents came and complained also, and all of our class, they told me, Adhika, you should not talk to her. If you really know this is wrong, you should not talk. So, see, I was not having that kind of wisdom and maturity. If it would have happened to me now, I would have explained and talked and made her apologize to everyone, But I just stopped without telling her. So when someone stops talking to you without giving reasoning, then start talking nasty, no? So she started talking so bad about me, and I started thinking how bad she is, whatever. So a lot of distance. So that moment when the sister said I have to give good wishes, I only thought about her. But I said, when somebody is wrong, what good wishes we can give? Let her mind her own business, I'll mind mine. She said, no, give good wishes. So because for the sister's sake, with formality, like in Hindi we say upcharikta, like just you have to do it. So I would say it and give good wishes to her with no feeling, absolutely. I told the sister, it is like hugging thorns. So she said, no, thorns will become flowers. I said, buds will become flowers. How thorns will become flowers? She's so mean. Keep giving good wishes. So initially it started with formally giving good wishes and everything. I'd go home, just spend 10 minutes doing that. And then after a while, it became a part of me. Like when I have to sit to meditate, automatically I will remember her and give her good wishes. And I wish, and genuinely I started feeling, the first thing I noticed was, I didn't want to talk bad about her anymore. My friends will start talking and say, no, let's change the topic. If I see her anyway, I would feel very uncomfortable before. But now I could just go up to her and say hello, whether she responds well or not. The third thing was, I started remembering how nice she was with me. So this is small incidents, she would come to study with me in my house, and I would get very hungry, and my mom and my grandmother, nobody's at home. She's actually Bengali, but she will put dosha for me. She said, okay, I'll make something for you. So the thing is, those small instances, I started remembering, which I forgot all. So the good wishes went on and nothing really changed. Like, we didn't become such fast friends or anything like that. I remember I was flying again from Hyderabad to Chennai. I was going for visa and I was going. Another friend of mine is an air hostess. This girl also became an air hostess. So this other girl, I call her, Seema. Let me call her Seema. She lives in Bangalore. So at that point she was in Hyderabad. She took the same plane because I was flying. So she came up to me and she said, I would have never taken this plane. I said, why not? Because you see who's serving there. I said, yeah, Kavita is serving there in the business class. I said, if she takes the plane, I don't take it because we don't talk. I said, yeah, okay. You also don't talk, don't say hello, don't smile. When you get out of the plane, don't look at her. I said, okay. Because she's very particular. Don't make a fool out of yourself. I said, okay, I won't. When the plane landed, and I was thinking, how rude. I know her. For old time's sake, at least I should smile, no? How terrible it is that I just walk out like that. But then but the girl is watching me from behind you. See if you smile. So I was getting off the plane, and this girl is standing with a namaste. That Kavita, my old friend. She looked at me, she dragged me and hugged me. With so much love that nothing had happened like that. She hugged me and said, I saw you sitting there and I wanted to come and meet you and your phone number has changed. I said, yeah, my phone number changed. I really want to get in touch with you. It's been so long, this and that. And we kept on talking, and then, Radhika, I saw you and I know that you like, in those days they used to give sweets, no candy on the flight. So she said, you like coconut candy and I've kept for you. And she has a packet and she gave me. I said, you are supposed to give. She said, no problem, you take it. And I took it and I came back to the hotel and I get a call from the other friend. You are in touch with her, no? I said, no. She said, you are. I said, I'm not. She said, you are. How did she hug you then? I said, what do I know why she hugged me? No. And she banged the phone down on me. I'm sitting and thinking, I'm not in touch with her. I don't meet her. I don't talk to her on the phone. And then I remember, no, I'm in touch with her through my good wishes. That's all that it takes. That with your attitude, you can change others' attitude also. There's so much power in good wishes. It's not going to happen like that. But it will happen. It took time. For me, it was about 9 months, but it takes time. So we'll do that demonstration of that exercise. Can I take 10 minutes more? No, I have to ask the sisters also. No. 10 minutes more, okay. Anita, just do that, then I will wind up. You're all not hungry?
So about 15 to 20 of you, if we can come here and make a circle here, we can do this exercise. Like Sister said, it's just a demonstration. If all of you would have been involved, it would have been nice, but still we can visually see the impact of our good wishes, which Sister was talking about. So any of you, 15, 20 of you, can come and make a circle. Just have to stand in a circle.
Huh? No, age is not a bar at all. And for the others, you can show the list of virtues if you want. We can then see which one is theirs. In the meantime, Okay, fine. Circle రావట్లేదు Anita. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the camera which is in between, so they're all hesitating. Take it a little behind. Not call it a thread. We will call it a thread of good wishes. This little thread, brother, you can give it to anyone whom you want to give it to, and then, for example, is given to the
end
brother.
Of the
one end, just the one end here, and you will be helping to unroll. It's okay for you, right? So when you want to pass on this thread, brother will help you. You can just pass it on to anybody in the circle. When you pass on the thread, you also have to pass on good wishes, and you have to speak something which is really, really good wishes. Sister has spoken enough about how to give good wishes. So you have to say something, not just like,
like season's greetings, no.
Not like season's greetings, okay, may you have a happy new year and a Merry Christmas. Not like that. A real beautiful good wish from your heart. It could be connected to his speciality. It could be connected to a wish of the future. Something that you would want to say to that person, anybody in the circle. And that's how it goes on. So if it goes to, let's say, him, then you will have to
Send it to somebody
send
else.
it to someone else. That is how it goes. And brother will be helping us. Thank you.
Brother, whom do you want to give it?
You
No, you don't have to go.
brother.
He'll go. He'll go.
You don't have to move. You have to be here.
You hold
Brother
your-
will be helping.
You hold your end.
No,
No. You hold your end.
Yeah, that end. Yes.
Yes, you give it. Yeah. Hold it, brother. Hold it. Hold the end. Hold the end. Yeah. You please give good wishes, brother. You have to give. Give the mic. Loudly. You have to speak it out.
You are a great personality.
And wish you'll always be that. You give your good wishes.
You will be always
No,
happy.
you don't have to give it to him. Somebody else. Yes.
You are happy and at peace every minute, every second.
Thank you. You give brother to somebody now. That side, or to all the sisters, you can. Yeah.
You are a happy person and you should happy always.
May your life be filled with happiness and peace.
Be happy, be peaceful, be pure.
You can give good wishes as something that you wish. Of course, you can tell them how to be, but no advices. Just tell them what they are. Like you said, great personality. You'll always be content. All problems in your life will go away, fade away. Something like that. Something they can relate to. Yes.
You're the most beautiful soul I've ever met, and you'll always be beautiful and healthy.
Thank you.
And healthy. To whom? You can pass it on that side also. They're just waiting.
Spectacles, brother. What's your name, brother? Kunal, brother.
I wish you all success in your profession and career. What may come, what may go, your smile on your face should continue like this.
Thank you. Very good. Thank you. Yeah. You got it?
Yeah, it's correct.
Please go ahead.
So I want to wish you all the best for your future. You seem to be very happy, and continue this happiness and this enthusiasm and tireless work on your work effort, and use meditation.
You tightened that rope. You tightened it? Okay.
Remember, you're very special and no one can play your role better than you.
I wish you all the best and may you be peaceful and enthusiastic always. Have a smile on your face all the time.
Yes. Yes.
May everything that you wish for comes true and you be happy and healthy.
Yes. Thank you.
You are a courageous and a fearless soul. Be like that.
Oh, very good.
I wish you all the happiness and peace in life. Keep smiling.
You appreciate the smallest things in life and may you be content and happy.
First of all, I would like to thank to her that she really catch the point that I always get this feedback. You are very down to earth and you have a very good healthy relationship with your family and friends and keep continuing that.
You are a very cool and peaceful soul.
Whom do you want to give?
You are an excellent person by heart and you have a great future.
Nada, this is it.
You're a healthy person and ever smiling. Keep up your smile.
Everybody should get it.
Sir, it was great to share this program with you. I wish you all the good health, peaceful, and be the source of peace to others. Thank you.
Be happy always and peace. Please share your happiness and peace to others.
Every moment you have peace and happiness, enjoy your peace. You are enjoying every moment peace and you are a beautiful soul.
Everything over? Everybody over?
You are always appreciated for being yourself at every moment of your life.
Yeah, brother. Yes, she has to give to the brother.
Wish you happiness. Wish you my happiness. Next. Wish you happy Deepavali.
That's good. Okay. So how do you all like it? You like this exercise? Yes, everybody. This is a web of good wishes. So, yes, you're automatically thinking what's positive to say, you know. So the thing is, this is just a symbolic way of letting you all know this is how you spread it around. The one good wish you keep for others, it reaches out. This is the web that it's created, whether at your workplace, whether at home. It's very subtle. You can't see with these eyes. But this is how, we just want to clearly show you, this is how you make a network. Network of good wishes, and an atmosphere, an environment of good wishes. And it becomes very easy for others to change, or to think different, and to be light and easy. So this is what is the demonstration symbolically, so that you know. And so what you can do is you cut a piece of it and keep it with you as a symbolic, a memory of how you can be responsible in making such webs. They're getting a scissors, is it? So you can cut and keep a piece with you. Which way? Everybody, somebody give good wishes to the brother who was bending over everywhere. Simplicity. Yes. Humility. He was bending all the time. Isn't it? Yeah, you can cut it. You get a scissors. It's very difficult to cut it with your hand, no? It's cut, is it?
Yeah.
And the scissors later. Yeah,
but they also
yeah, you need scissors. The rest of you are watching, did you all enjoy it? Yeah, so you are also a part of it. It's not like you're away. So, Anita, you can keep the thing behind and then they can cut it later. You can keep it aside.
You can just leave it as it is.
Yeah, and you can cut it later. See what beautiful web you created. Thank you. You can all go and get seated. You want to say something? You want to say something? So 2 more anecdotes and I'll finish it. So I'll just share 2, thoughts, and then we'll end the session. As I said, how you have to have the good wishes and it becomes so easy for others. I remember a father called me and he said he's sending his daughter along to me to meet her and to talk to her because she was 3rd highest in 10th grade. In her school, she was the 3rd highest. And then in the school that she joined, it's called Fiji, like a competitive place, and they study for 11th and 12th, and she failed miserably in the first year in 3 subjects, including English. So he is shocked how this has happened. And she's very good in mathematics, and she took mathematics. So he sent his wife along, and she bought the girl. And so the mother, she went on sharing and sharing. She's very disturbed, the mother. So how can she fail 3 subjects? She's never failed in her life. And she went on, and she started this social media, this television, everything. She's going on talking. And then I felt the mother needed more counseling than the daughter. She went on saying, I can't show my face to my brother. My brother's 3 sons are in IIT, all that. That is not the way to tell that girl. No, what is it that we have to do? So then she went on saying, sister, ask her, she wants to learn meditation or not? I said, Ramya, you want to learn meditation, Amma? No expression, and she just shrugged her shoulders. After some time, she said, sister, ask her if she wants to continue with mathematics or she wants to take BPC, biology or something. So I told her, do you want to take, are you comfortable with botany, zoology and all? Okay. No expression, no talking, and it's very offhandish shrug. So After 3 days, I could not talk to that girl. I could not interact with her. This mother is only talking. So after 3 days, her father called up and said, relatives are in our house. My wife cannot come. I'll drop her and go. I said, please, you come. So he came. As soon as he came, he sat down and said, sister, my wife must have briefed you everything. Lot of briefing. No, I'll just talk a little bit and then I'll go. I said, okay, sure. He said, sister, she was born in 1990, sister. 1990, 9:20 a.m., October 10th. Okay. That very moment, 9:20 a.m., sister, my fortune got awakened, sister. She's a diamond. She's a diamond. And the minute she's come into my life, I've been lucky. So I've just bought her to you for polishing. She is basically a diamond, sister. If she puts her mind to something, she can achieve and do anything, sister. And I was looking at that girl, the Ramya, and her expressions have changed. Tears rolling down her eyes, tears rolling down her eyes. And suddenly she caught hold of her father's hand, pulled her father to herself, and she's saying, in Telugu, no, she's saying, chase chuperta nana. Means the thing is, I'll do and show you. I'll do and show you, I'll do and show you. So what is it that we have to do? See only diamonds. Remind ourselves again and again and again that I am a diamond, a living diamond, and so are others. And that's all that it takes to get back to originality of who we are, truly peaceful beings. And we mean peace, and we have good wishes for all. But this is not, as I said, as I mentioned, this is not going to happen overnight, that you thought about it and it's going to happen. No, this is little work. Sorrow is easy, happiness is hard work. Sorrow is you sit in the corner, do nothing, sorrow will come. See, I have nothing. One girl, she keeps crying watching good television serials. Happiness wala, like she sees and keeps crying. So her husband is asking, why are you crying? She said, no, the thing is every time I see these ladies, all jewelry and all. I don't have it, so I feel like so bad. So the thing is, the sorrow can just come easily. Happiness is little work on your mind. You have to take certain thoughts to make yourself happy. So, one lady, it seems, she went up to a magician and asked him, please, magician, make me a magic potion that if my husband would drink it, he should feel lot of love for the family. Because he's such an angry man and always irritated. So the magician said, yes, I'll make a magic potion for you, but I need a whisker of a lion. Oh, where can I get a whisker of a lion? I said, I don't know. Go and bring it. I'll make it for you. So it's the outskirts of a village. It seems someone had mentioned to him that a lion comes and drinks water there. So from a distance, she went and watched and saw, and that lion really came there. So she watched the lion and would come back home. So every day she would go stand there and watch the lion, but take 2 steps forward. After 6 months, she was very close to the lion because she was standing at a long distance. So when she reached the lion and she tiptoed to the lion and she plucked the lion's whisker, the lion said nothing, no, go take it, no problem. Because it also got used to human presence every day for 6 months. She went to the magician and said, I got this whisker, please make that potion now. He examined it properly and then he said, oh my God, this is a lion's whisker. She said, yes, it is. So he left it to the air. She started crying with so much effort, 6 months, and then I bought it and you just throw it to the air. So that magician said, madam, if you could tame a wild animal in 6 months, what is your husband? 2 steps at a time. 2 steps at a time is what it takes. It's not going to happen overnight. Because we have established so much of peacelessness. To re-establish, to rejuvenate who we truly are, it takes little time, no? It needs little time. So I wish you all that time that you feel it's important to give to yourself. And I wish that you all are able to experience who you truly are and am able to bring it out and let it reach everyone around you. Thank you so much for listening to me. Om Shanti.
Really, I am happy to express my happiness along with you all to our sister Radhika. I think we enjoyed the Gokul, Radha Krishna Gokul ka atmosphere here. We are very thankful to you, Radhika.
Thank you, sister, for this enlightening session. So with more of examples, we could register what we wanted. Am I right? Yes? So thank you once again for few minutes of meditation now. So you're all ready? Yes. I request you to keep all your things aside. Aapke bag, mobile, work, everything. Whatever I have registered inside, no, for few minutes. So sister will take us along the journey.
Sit back in silence. If your mind wanders, bring it back again. And if you prefer to keep your eyes open, focus somewhere and just let your mind go with the thoughts that I give you. I sit here in silence, having taken out my time for myself. For this is my moment. This is my time. And I remind myself gently that I am peace. And I'm a point of light, like a living diamond. My nature is that of peace. My original religion is that of peace. And the peace is my innate, inherent quality. I don't have to learn it, and I don't have to seek it, because that is who I truly am. In this awareness, I'm able to see each one of the people around me and the people whom I share my life with, my colleagues, my friends, everyone under the same light, that they are all beings of light, peaceful beings of light. And in this silence, I'm able to see, know, and realize that we are all start off from peace. And I send across a good wish. All of my family members, each of them, I see them like sparkling diamonds. And I send across a good wish of love. And I wish them strength. I wish them protection under God's canopy. I wish them patience. I wish them Sat Buddhi. I wish them health and happiness.
From the depth of my heart, with the purest of intention, I send across these good wishes, and I know it will reach them. And I keep this awareness alive that I'm a peaceful being. I will always be, I've always been peace. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, sister, once again. Now, before we move on for lunch, I request you all to come over to the stage. We'll have a group photo, and then our respected Didijis will give you blessing card and prasad.